My friends, as we age, one of the most important things we must protect is our leg strength and energy levels. Strong legs are the foundation of balance, mobility, and independence. Without them, simple things like walking, climbing stairs, or even getting out of a chair can become a challenge. Now, many seniors turn to medications or complicated supplements, but nature has already given us powerful remedies that can keep our muscles strong and our energy thriving. And believe it or not, the solution may be sitting right in your kitchen in a simple cup of tea. Today, I'm going to share with you the top 3 teas that can help seniors boost their leg strength and energy so you can stay active, vibrant, and independent for years to come. My friends, I want you to think about something very important right now. Every single day, from the moment you wake up in the morning until the moment you go to bed, your legs are working for you. They carry you across the room. They get you into the kitchen. They help you climb into your car, and they support you every time you rise up from a chair. Now imagine for a moment if your legs didn't have the strength to do these things. Imagine if getting up felt like climbing a mountain, or walking across the living room felt like running a marathon. This is why leg strength is not just about muscles, it's about independence, freedom, and quality of life. When you're younger, you don't think much about your legs. You run, you climb, you squat down to pick something up, and it all feels natural. But as the years go by, changes start to happen in the body. The muscles don't repair as quickly. The balance becomes a little shaky. You start to notice that getting up from the floor takes more effort than before. And slowly, without realizing it, many seniors begin to avoid physical activity. They take the elevator instead of the stairs. They sit longer instead of standing. They start relying on support when walking. And before long, the muscles that once carried them with ease start to weaken. Weak legs are one of the leading reasons seniors lose their independence. It's not just about strength, it's about mobility, stability, and safety. Strong legs are like the foundation of a house. If the foundation is weak, the whole structure is at risk. If your legs are weak, your balance suffers, your posture collapses, and your risk of falls skyrockets. And falls in older age can be devastating. They don't just cause injuries, they often lead to hospital stays, loss of confidence, and fear of moving around again. That's why protecting your leg strength is one of the greatest investments you can make in your health. Now here's the beautiful part. Nature has given us tools to help. Movement and exercise are powerful, but what you put into your body is just as important. And this is where certain teas come into play. You see, strong legs don't just depend on exercise, they depend on good circulation, healthy joints, low inflammation, and steady energy to keep you moving. And the right teas can support all of these factors. That's why I'm sharing this information with you, because sometimes the simplest changes, like adding a warm cup of healing tea each day, can make a world of difference in keeping your legs strong and keeping you independent. Think about this. If your legs are strong, you can live the life you want. You can take walks in the park with your spouse. You can play with your grandchildren on the floor and stand back up with confidence. You can travel, explore, and do the things that make life enjoyable. But when your legs are weak, suddenly the world feels smaller. You start to limit yourself. You avoid activities you once loved, and your health, both physical and emotional, begins to decline. That's why I'm telling you today, protecting your leg strength is protecting your independence. And let's not forget about energy. Energy and strength go hand in hand. When your legs are strong, your body uses energy more efficiently. You don't tire out as quickly. You don't feel drained after simple tasks. Strong legs pump blood back to the heart. They help your metabolism function better, and they keep your cardiovascular system healthier. This is one of the most overlooked truths about leg strength. It doesn't just keep you mobile, it keeps your entire body alive with energy. I want to remind you of something powerful. It's never too late. Even if you feel your legs aren't as strong as they used to be, you can rebuild. You can nourish your body with the right foods and teas that fight inflammation, improve circulation, and give your muscles the nutrients they need to function at their best. You can begin moving a little more each day, standing up a few extra times, walking a little farther, stretching a little deeper. Every small step builds momentum, and every bit of progress adds up to more independence, more freedom, and more joy. You see, many seniors believe that weakness is just part of aging, but that's not true. Weakness comes from lack of use, poor nutrition, and neglecting the small daily habits that build strength. Aging itself does not mean you are destined to be weak. In fact, studies show that seniors who continue to move, eat wisely, and support their bodies with natural remedies maintain their strength and independence much longer than those who don't. So when I tell you that certain teas can support your leg strength, I'm not just giving you a tip, I'm giving you a tool for independence. These teas help reduce inflammation in the joints, improve circulation so your muscles get the oxygen they need, and give you sustained energy so you don't feel too tired to stay active. Think of it like giving your legs a natural boost from the inside out. Every cup is like a small step towards stronger, healthier, more resilient legs. My friends, I want you to see the bigger picture. It's not just about drinking tea. It's about using every resource available to keep your legs strong so you can keep your freedom. It's about saying, I will not let weakness control my life. I will not let aging define me. Instead, you choose to nourish your body, strengthen your muscles, and keep moving forward with confidence. So the next time you take a sip of tea, I want you to imagine it fueling your legs with strength. I want you to picture yourself walking with more stability, standing taller, and moving with ease. I want you to remember that strong legs equal independence, and independence equals a life full of possibilities. And you, my friends, deserve nothing less. I want you to pause for a moment and think about what energy really means in your life. Energy is not just about being awake or moving around. Energy is the spark that gives you motivation, focus, and the ability to do the things you love. Without energy, even the simplest tasks, walking across the room, preparing a meal, spending time with family, feel heavy and overwhelming. And for many seniors, this is one of the biggest challenges they face, the loss of natural energy. Now, here's what often happens. When people feel tired, they reach for quick fixes, strong cups of coffee, sugary snacks, or energy drinks. Yes, those things can give you a boost, but it's only temporary. They lift you up for a short time and then drop you hard, leaving you more tired, jittery, and drained than before. That's what we call the energy crash. And the problem with those crashes is that they make you even less likely to stay active. And when you're not active, your muscles, including your leg muscles, start to weaken. It becomes a vicious cycle. But nature's given us a better solution, gentle, steady, sustainable energy that doesn't throw your body out of balance. And one of the most powerful, simple, and effective ways to experience this is through certain teas. Unlike coffee or sugary stimulants, teas are full of natural compounds that not only give you energy, but also nourish your body, calm your nervous system, and protect your cells from damage. They don't just wake you up, they support your health while keeping your energy steady. Let's think about this together. When your energy is balanced, you move with more ease. You feel motivated to take a walk, stretch your legs, or do those small exercises that keep your muscles strong. Your mind feels sharper, your body feels lighter, and you're not dragging yourself through the day. That's the power of natural energy. It fuels your independence without robbing you of your strength later. I want to give you an example. Imagine drinking a cup of green tea in the morning. Inside that tea is a compound called L-theanine. What does it do? It keeps your mind calm while still alert. That means you don't get the racing heart or nervous jitters that coffee often causes. Instead, you get a clear, steady focus and a smooth lift in energy that can last for hours. Your body feels alive, but not overstimulated. That's the kind of natural balance we need as we age. Now compare that to drinking a strong cup of coffee. At first you feel sharp, your energy spikes. But a couple of hours later, your blood sugar drops, your cortisol rises, and suddenly you're exhausted again. You feel shaky, maybe even irritable. That's not the kind of energy that keeps you strong. It's the kind that breaks you down. And over time, those crashes make you less motivated to move, less consistent with your daily routines, and more likely to lose the leg strength and independence we talked about earlier. Another amazing thing about teas is that many of them are packed with antioxidants. These antioxidants protect your muscles from oxidative stress, which is one of the reasons muscles weaken and fatigue faster as we get older. By reducing that stress, your muscles recover faster, work more efficiently, and help you keep your energy longer. Think of antioxidants like a protective shield around your cells, keeping them young and strong so they can keep producing energy naturally. But my friends, energy isn't only about muscles, it's also about your circulation. When blood flow is sluggish, oxygen and nutrients don't reach your muscles the way they should. This makes you feel tired, heavy, and slow. But certain teas like black tea or ginseng tea can help open up your blood vessels, improve circulation, and deliver more oxygen to your muscles, especially your legs. And when your legs get more oxygen, they feel stronger, more energized, and more capable of supporting you. Now here's something important I want you to remember. Steady energy helps protect your motivation. When you wake up in the morning and you feel sluggish, what happens? You sit longer, you move less, and the day just passes by. But when you wake up and you feel a steady, natural lift from the right foods and teas, you're more likely to get up, walk around, and stay active. And every time you move, you're building strength, improving your balance, and protecting your independence. Energy is the foundation that drives all of that. I also want you to think about your mood. Energy and mood are deeply connected. When your energy crashes, you don't just feel tired, you feel discouraged, maybe even anxious or depressed. And when your mood is low, it's harder to take care of yourself. But teas that provide natural energy also often contain compounds that improve mood and reduce stress. For example, green tea and chamomile tea both help balance stress hormones while giving you gentle energy. That means you're not only fueling your body, you're supporting your emotional well-being. So when we talk about natural energy without the crash, we're really talking about a way of living that allows you to thrive instead of just survive. This is energy that fuels your body without draining it. It's energy that supports your muscles instead of breaking them down. It's energy that helps you move, walk, and stay active instead of leaving you glued to a chair. And most importantly, it's energy that supports your independence so you can keep enjoying the freedom you deserve. My friends, I want you to understand this clearly. Aging does not mean you have to accept fatigue as normal. You don't have to live in a constant cycle of exhaustion and crashes. By choosing the right natural remedies, simple things like the teas we're talking about, you can give your body the fuel it needs to keep going strong all day long. You can rise in the morning with energy, move through the afternoon without dragging, and go to bed at night feeling fulfilled instead of drained. And the beauty of this is that it's simple. You don't need fancy supplements, you don't need harsh stimulants, and you don't need expensive treatments. You just need to support your body with what nature has already provided, gentle healing, nourishing teas that work with your body, not against it. So the next time you feel tired and you're tempted to reach for coffee or sugar, I want you to stop and remember this. There is a better way. Choose a tea that gives you energy without the crash. Sip it slowly, let it nourish your body, and know that every cup is a step towards stronger legs, a more energized body, and a healthier, more independent life. Because natural energy, my friends, is not just about staying awake, it's about staying alive, staying strong, and staying free. I want to share with you one of the most overlooked secrets to maintaining strong legs, high energy, and overall independence as we age. That secret is controlling inflammation. Now, many of you have heard the word inflammation before, and most people think it's just about swelling or redness after an injury, but the truth is, inflammation runs much deeper than that. Chronic inflammation is like a silent fire burning inside the body, weakening muscles, stiffening joints, and draining energy little by little each day. And if you don't put out that fire, it slowly takes away your ability to move freely, to stay active, and to enjoy life the way you deserve. Think about your legs for a moment. They carry the weight of your entire body every single day. When inflammation builds up in the joints, like the knees, hips, or ankles, it becomes harder to stand, harder to walk, and harder to climb stairs. That pain and stiffness that so many seniors feel isn't just age, it's inflammation taking its toll on the tissues. Over time, this constant irritation damages the cartilage, weakens the muscles, and makes the simple act of standing up feel like a struggle. And when moving becomes painful, what do most people do? They move less. And when you move less, the muscles weaken even more. That's the cycle. Inflammation creates pain, stiffness, weakness, and eventually loss of independence. But here's the good news. Nature has given us powerful anti-inflammatory compounds, many of them found in something as simple as a cup of tea. Certain teas contain natural antioxidants and plant compounds that calm this internal fire, soothe the joints, and allow the muscles to work more efficiently. When inflammation goes down, mobility goes up, your legs feel lighter, your steps feel easier, and your energy levels rise because your body isn't constantly fighting against hidden stress. So I want you to imagine this clearly. Picture your joints as hinges on a door. When those hinges are rusty and inflamed, the door squeaks and resists every time you try to move it. But when you oil those hinges, the door opens smoothly and easily. Anti-inflammatory teas are like that oil for your body. They reduce the friction in your joints, making every step smoother, stronger, and more comfortable. That's why they're so powerful for seniors who want to keep their legs strong and their independence intact. Now, many seniors reach for painkillers when they feel stiff or sore. Yes, those medications may temporarily dull the pain, but they don't address the underlying cause. They don't calm the inflammation at its root. And too often, those pills come with side effects that can harm the stomach, liver, or kidneys. But teas, my friends, work with your body gently and naturally. They nourish the cells, reduce inflammation safely, and improve your overall health at the same time. No side effects, no complications, just pure natural healing from the inside out. Let's talk about how this works. Inflammation is largely driven by tiny molecules in the body called free radicals. These unstable molecules damage tissues and trigger the body's immune system to respond. The immune response is helpful in the short term, but when it never shuts off, it becomes chronic inflammation. That's where teas step in. Teas like green tea, turmeric tea, and ginger tea are loaded with antioxidants. These antioxidants neutralize those free radicals, calm the immune response, and reduce that constant low-grade inflammation that causes pain and stiffness. And the benefits don't stop at the joints. When inflammation goes down, circulation improves, blood flows more freely to the muscles, delivering oxygen and nutrients that fuel strength and recovery. Your heart works more efficiently, your digestion improves, and even your brain feels sharper. In fact, some scientists now call chronic inflammation the root of aging because it doesn't just affect one part of the body, it affects everything. By reducing inflammation, you're not just protecting your legs, you're protecting your entire health. Now let's connect this back to energy. Have you ever noticed how drained you feel when you're dealing with pain or stiffness? That's because your body is using up valuable energy to fight inflammation instead of fueling your muscles and mind. When you calm inflammation, you free up that energy for living, walking, exercising, laughing, enjoying time with family. It's like taking a heavy backpack off your shoulders. Suddenly you can move with more ease and joy. I want you to picture this in your own life. Imagine waking up in the morning and standing up without that stiffness in your knees. Imagine walking across the room without feeling heavy in your legs. Imagine climbing the stairs without wincing in pain. This is what happens when inflammation is brought under control. And one of the simplest, most enjoyable ways to do that is by making anti-inflammatory teas a daily habit. But here's something important. Consistency is key. Drinking 1 cup of tea today and forgetting about it tomorrow won't give you lasting results. Just like exercise, it's the regular habit that builds strength and resilience over time. A warm cup of anti-inflammatory tea every morning or evening is like medicine for your joints, a natural protector for your muscles, and a gift to your future independence. So the next time you sip on ginger tea or turmeric tea, don't just think of it as a drink. Think of it as a tool. Think of it as a natural shield that's calming the inflammation in your body, protecting your joints, and giving your legs the strength they need to carry you into the years ahead. Each sip is helping to put out that hidden fire. Each sip is restoring balance to your body, and each sip is giving you back control of your independence. My friends, I want you to remember this. Inflammation is not just a word, it's a barrier between you and the life you want to live. It's the stiffness that keeps you from walking freely. It's the pain that makes you avoid activities you once loved, but it doesn't have to control you. You have the power to fight it naturally, safely, and effectively. And when you do, you'll discover how much lighter, stronger, and more energized your body can feel. So embrace the power of anti-inflammatory teas. Let them become part of your daily routine. Give your body the gift of healing from the inside out, because when inflammation goes down, life opens up. Your legs get stronger, your energy rises, and your independence grows. And that, my friends, is how you reclaim not only your health, but your freedom to live fully, joyfully, and without limits. Let's talk about something that is often ignored, but absolutely essential to keeping your legs strong, your body energized, and your independence intact. That is circulation. Now I want you to think about this. Your blood is like a highway system inside your body. It carries oxygen, nutrients, and healing compounds to every single cell. Without good circulation, it doesn't matter how much healthy food you eat or how much exercise you try to do, your muscles simply won't get the fuel they need to perform and recover. And this is especially true for your legs because they are the farthest away from the heart. Every time you stand, walk, or climb, your leg muscles are doing incredible work. They're supporting your weight, stabilizing your balance, and propelling you forward. And every one of those muscles depends on oxygen and nutrients that are delivered through your blood. When circulation is strong, your muscles stay nourished, your recovery is faster, and your energy levels remain steady. But when circulation slows down, everything becomes harder. Your legs feel heavy, your muscles tire quickly, and recovery takes longer. For seniors, this becomes one of the most critical factors in losing strength and independence. Now here's where teas come into the picture. Certain teas are packed with natural compounds that improve blood flow by relaxing the blood vessels, reducing clotting, and protecting the lining of the arteries. This means more oxygen-rich blood can flow into your leg muscles. The result, greater endurance, less fatigue, and faster recovery after even small amounts of activity. Imagine what that means in your daily life. Walking longer distances without tiring, standing up without strain, and bouncing back quickly after physical effort. Think of circulation as a delivery system. If that system is clogged, blocked, or sluggish, your muscles are starved. They don't get the nutrients they need to repair themselves, and over time they weaken. But when circulation is strong, your muscles are constantly fed with everything they need to grow, repair, and stay strong. This is why circulation is not just about heart health, it's directly tied to your leg strength, your energy, and your freedom to live actively. I want you to picture this clearly. Imagine two rivers. One river flows clean and strong, delivering fresh water to every plant along the banks. Those plants thrive, grow tall, and stay healthy. The other river is slow, clogged, and stagnant. The plants along that river struggle. They turn weak, dry, and fragile. Your muscles are those plants, and your blood is the river. When you improve circulation, you're giving your muscles the fresh, life-giving nutrients they need to thrive. And when your muscles thrive, your legs remain strong and dependable. Now let's talk about recovery. Every time you use your muscles, tiny micro tears occur in the fibers. This is normal. It's how muscles rebuild themselves stronger. But recovery only happens when your body has enough blood flow to deliver oxygen and nutrients and to flush out waste products like lactic acid. If circulation is poor, those waste products build up, causing soreness, stiffness, and slower healing. That's why many seniors feel sore for days after just a short walk or light activity. Their bodies aren't recovering efficiently. But when circulation improves, recovery speeds up. You feel less soreness. Your legs bounce back faster, and you're ready to stay active day after day. This is where teas shine once again. Green tea, black tea, hibiscus tea, and ginseng tea are just a few examples of natural remedies that boost circulation. They contain compounds like flavonoids, catechins, and polyphenols that protect the arteries, reduce inflammation, and improve the flexibility of the blood vessels. And when your blood vessels are flexible and open, blood flows freely and efficiently. That means your muscles get stronger, your heart works better, and your entire body feels more alive. Here's something else to think about. Good circulation also reduces swelling in the legs, which is another common problem for seniors. Poor circulation often leads to fluid buildup, causing heaviness, discomfort, and even pain in the lower legs and ankles. But when circulation improves, that swelling goes down and your legs feel lighter, more mobile, and more energized. Just imagine how much easier it would be to move if your legs didn't feel weighed down. I also want to talk about the connection between circulation and the brain. When your circulation is strong, your brain receives more oxygen and nutrients too. This means better focus, sharper memory, and more clarity throughout the day. And when your mind is sharp, you're more likely to stay active, engaged, and motivated. Remember, the body and mind are connected. Strong circulation doesn't just give you strong legs, it gives you a strong life. Now, many seniors think that once their circulation slows, it can't be improved, but that's simply not true. The body is incredibly adaptable, and even later in life, you can improve blood flow naturally. Simple habits like walking, stretching, staying hydrated, and yes, drinking circulation-boosting teas can make a dramatic difference. Every small step you take to improve circulation builds up over time, restoring strength to your legs and vitality to your life. I want you to imagine this transformation. Picture yourself going for a walk, feeling light on your feet, with energy flowing freely through your legs. Imagine finishing that walk and waking up the next day without soreness or heaviness, ready to do it again. That's what improved circulation and faster recovery can give you. It's not about doing more than you can handle. It's about allowing your body to heal and restore itself naturally so you can keep living actively. And my friends, I need you to remember this. Circulation is life. The blood flowing through your veins is carrying everything your body needs to stay alive, strong, and energized. Without it, the muscles weaken, the joints stiffen, and the energy fades. But with strong, healthy circulation, your legs remain powerful, your energy stays steady, and your independence is protected. So the next time you sip a warm cup of tea, think about the healing work it's doing inside you. Imagine it opening your blood vessels, fueling your muscles, washing away waste, and speeding up your recovery. Imagine it as a gift from nature, keeping your legs strong and your body vibrant. This is not just about tea. It's about using the simple, natural tools available to keep your body thriving at every age. My friends, improved circulation and faster recovery are the keys to staying strong, active, and independent. Don't wait until weakness sets in. Start now. Nourish your body with what it needs. Move a little every day. Support your blood flow with the right habits and the right teas. Because when your circulation is strong, your muscles recover, your energy lasts, and your life opens up in ways you never thought possible. My friends, when it comes to your health, one of the greatest truths I can share with you is this. The things that work best are often the simplest. You don't always need complicated solutions, expensive treatments, or risky medications to improve your strength, energy, and independence. Sometimes the answer is right in front of you in something so simple and natural that it's almost too easy to believe. And that's exactly what we find with teas. They are easy, safe, and accessible to almost everyone, making them one of the most powerful tools for seniors who want to stay strong and healthy. Think about it. Making a cup of tea doesn't require special equipment, doesn't require a doctor's prescription, and doesn't drain your bank account. All you need is hot water and a bag of tea or some loose leaves. In just a few minutes, you have a natural remedy in your hands. Compare that to many of the so-called solutions we see today, expensive supplements, complicated diets, or treatments that come with a long list of side effects. Teas, on the other hand, are gentle, affordable, and safe for daily use. That makes them a practical solution for real people living real lives. Now, safety is something I take very seriously. As we get older, many of us are already dealing with medications, prescriptions, and health conditions that require careful attention. The last thing you want is to add something to your routine that causes harm or dangerous interactions. This is why teas are such a blessing. For the majority of seniors, they are completely safe to enjoy daily. They provide healing benefits without putting extra strain on the liver, kidneys, or digestive system. Of course, we always need to be mindful. If you're on specific medications, you should check with your doctor. But compared to other options, teas are among the safest natural remedies you can choose. And let's talk about accessibility. How many times have you heard of a health product that sounds amazing only to realize it costs a fortune or can only be found in specialty stores? That discourages people. But teas are different. You can find them in almost any grocery store, health store, or online shop. They're available everywhere, from green tea to chamomile, ginger, turmeric, hibiscus, and beyond. They're not hidden, they're not rare, and they're not reserved for the wealthy. They are for everyone. This accessibility is important because consistency is what creates results. You don't get stronger legs, better circulation, or reduced inflammation from doing something once in a while. You get those results from daily habits, from simple routines that you can stick with over time. And when something is easy, safe, and affordable, you are far more likely to stick with it. That's why I believe teas are such a powerful gift. They fit seamlessly into your life. Now let me share with you a perspective that may shift the way you see this. Health doesn't always require a dramatic overhaul. Many people think they need to change everything all at once. Strict diets, intense workouts, complicated plans. But real lasting health often comes from small, consistent steps. Replacing a sugary drink with a cup of tea. Choosing a natural anti-inflammatory tea instead of reaching for a pill. Taking 10 minutes to sit quietly with your tea, relax and let your body absorb its healing compounds. These are the simple choices that over time create profound changes in your strength, your energy, and your independence. I also want to talk about the emotional side of this. Drinking tea is more than just consuming something healthy. It's an experience. It's a moment of calm in your day, a chance to slow down, breathe, and care for yourself. And that self-care is powerful. When you take time each day to nurture your body and mind, you build a deeper connection with your health. You remind yourself that you are worth the effort, that your independence and vitality are worth protecting. That mindset alone can fuel positive change. My friends, one of the biggest obstacles seniors face when it comes to health is feeling overwhelmed. They're told to exercise more, eat better, take this pill, avoid that food, try this new program. It can feel like too much, and when it feels like too much, people often do nothing. That's why the simplicity of tea is so important. It cuts through the overwhelm. It gives you something easy, safe, and accessible to start with. No matter where you are in your health journey, you can brew a cup of tea and take a step forward. And don't underestimate how powerful that one step can be. Every big change in life begins with something small. 1 cup of anti-inflammatory tea reduces pain a little, making it easier to walk. Walking a little more strengthens your legs, which improves your balance. Better balance reduces your risk of falling, which keeps you independent. All of this begins with something as simple as brewing a cup of tea. That's how powerful, easy, safe, and accessible remedies can be. Now let's talk about how teas can be incorporated into your daily life without adding stress. You can have a cup in the morning to start your day with calm, steady energy. You can have another in the afternoon to refresh yourself instead of reaching for coffee or sugar. And in the evening, you can enjoy a soothing tea that calms your nervous system, reduces inflammation, and prepares you for a restful night of sleep. That's 3 opportunities every day to support your body, to reduce inflammation, to improve circulation, and to strengthen your legs, all with something safe, simple, and affordable. And here's something beautiful. Drinking tea can easily be shared with others. It can become a family ritual, a time to connect with your spouse, your children, or even your grandchildren. Imagine sitting together, sharing stories, and enjoying a warm, healing tea. Not only are you nourishing your body, but you're also nourishing your relationships. And that, my friends, is part of true health, body, mind, and spirit working together. So when I tell you that teas are easy, safe, and accessible, I want you to understand that these 3 words are more powerful than they seem. Easy means you can do it every day without effort. Safe means you can do it with confidence, without fear of harm. Accessible means you can do it no matter who you are or where you live. Put them together and you have a habit that can transform your health for years to come. My friends, don't underestimate the simple things. Don't think that because something is easy, it isn't powerful. In fact, it's often the easiest, most natural remedies that bring the greatest results. Teas are one of those gifts. They support your body, calm your inflammation, improve your circulation, and give you energy without the crash. They are nature's way of reminding us that healing doesn't have to be complicated. So I encourage you, make tea a part of your life. Let it become a daily act of care, a ritual that supports your legs, your energy, and your independence. Because easy, safe, and accessible doesn't just mean convenient, it means practical. It means lasting, it means powerful. And most importantly, it means you have no excuses not to begin. Start with 1 cup today and let that simple step lead you toward a healthier, stronger, and more independent tomorrow.